split hairs. No, I don't understand Chinese very well. I know my numbers, I know my colors, and that if you want to get in contact with me, you do have to type in English for me to read it. So, nope, I do not understand Chinese. Okay, like I was saying, the first common phrase we will go over is called split hairs. Split hairs, it means to disagree, argue about something that is not important, or to disagree and argue about minor differences. So, it's split my hair, okay? So, split hairs means something that, argue about something that's not important, or argue about minor differences. Split hairs. The examples are, number 1, the good manager makes many good points, but he has a tendency to split hairs and waste our time. The manager makes many good points, but he has a tendency to split hairs and waste our time. What that sentence means, okay, a manager, he has some good points when he talks to us, but he has a tendency, if you wonder what tendency is, download that vocabulary week program, and you can do it. But tendency means he does it a lot. A tendency means he does a lot to split hairs and waste our time. So when he splits hair, he argues about little things that are not important, or tells us the little things over and over again. So that wastes the time. Okay. So number 2, they don't have any serious differences. They are just splitting hairs. So someone was talking about a girl and a boy they knew, and they are arguing now and then. And you can say about them, they don't have any serious differences. They are just splitting hairs. So, the boy and a girl, they're dating and that, but they have the same kind of taste in movies. They have the same taste in sports. They have the same taste in, books they read. So they don't have any serious differences. They're just splitting hairs. They're just arguing over little things. Oh, one thing I do want to mention, that here in Chicago, and one of our sporting events, our national pastime, baseball, and that Chicago is quite excited because one of its teams, we have 2 professional teams here in Chicago, but one of our teams called the Cubs, C-U-B-S, the Cubs, if they win a game tomorrow, they will be going to the World Series, which is going to be quite exciting since they have not been to the World Series since 1948. And they haven't won the World Series since 1908. So it's a really big deal that the Cubs will be going to the World Series. So hopefully they will win tomorrow. Just had to mention that because it's really exciting. Okay, back to the splitting hairs. Number 3. Let's not split hairs about whose turn it is. I'll close up today and you do it tomorrow. So someone is saying that when you're in a restaurant, in a shop, or in any small business, you have to do certain things to close up the shop. You have to sweep the floors, make sure the merchandise looks good on the shelves, and that. So anyhow, 2 of the employees were arguing about whose turn is it to close up shop. And the one guy says, well, let's not split hairs about whose turn it is. I'll close up today and you do it tomorrow. Well, yes, John is a fan of baseball. I do watch it now and then, so I will have to say I'm watching it more now because they are actually winning. Okay, so since they are actually winning and it looks like they're going to go to the World Series, I am paying more attention. So I'm sort of like a good weather fan, unfortunately, but it's going to be fun if the Cubs actually win the World Series after not being there for over 108 years. You know, not winning the World Series for 108 years, that's a long time. So let's not split hairs about whose turn it is. I'll close up today and you do it tomorrow. So we won't argue about the little things, we'll just do it this way. So you are technically correct, and that's the best kind of correct because it's technically correct. All right, so that is split hairs. Now, here's a question for you guys. Who is more likely to split hairs, a man or a woman? Who is more likely to split hairs, man or woman? Women, both, woman, man.